So, see, now there's this thing about a new world order, See, what does it really mean? And what do African countries need to do to make sure that Africa will not end up holding the bag,
Yeah, sure.
See, like your president said in the speech I listened to, that Africa needs to be at the table, because he has been told that if you're not at the table, you may be in the menu. so how do we make sure that in this new world order that will not be the one holding the bag? Huh?
Yeah, true. Africa should not be in the menu. It should be on the table, because it is a powerful, and it is the continent of the future. So we are still going and working on ourselves, although much need to be done. The new world order it's now a balancing of power. It's a balancing of power within and among the powerful nations and countries or states, because the new world order is actually that balancing of power. It's a balancing of power, and again, there is that multipolarity. We have been for decades been into the liberal democracy world order that have been led. It's a US West-based world based order. Unlike today that we have, and then we came to a multipolar, a bipolar, and then now we are in a multipolar world. A multipolar where states, more than two states, they are in play, and they are in play in the geopolitics, and they're so powerful. So a country like the United States, which has been advancing the liberal democracy and have been the leading, and actually so many people refer to them as the prefects of the world and the prefects of the prefects of democracy.
Policeman of the world, yes.
Yeah, the policeman of the
yes.
One of the poor. so they refer to them. Today they are challenged, the world of this challenged by the Russian and the challenged by the China. Of course, there is also some aspects of how this balancing of power is coming in play, because as United States is advancing, that's United States at the West. On this side, the West, the United States and the European Union, they're on the same line. And then we have the Russo-China. And of course, now we have other swing states, geopolitical swing states that are also in the play, and they cannot be ignored. This time around, there are small states which in some way the economies can be substantiated to be in developing or that are super developing, because
in India.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
a
country like India, we look at a country like India, a country like Turkey.
Exactly, Turkey, yes.
Yeah, the Gulf states, the Gulf states, and of course, you're looking at how Africa now today is giving, or it's giving actually the testimonies, and how Africans now it's talking, because you look at President William Samoei Ruto of Kenya, how he has been giving his speech in the international
Fora,
audience. So you look at the president like Cyril Ramaphosa, who is today actually is the president of a global organization, which is BRICS, which is of course it's an organization which is challenging the liberal democratic world order, and I don't want to say that BRICS is challenging because it's giving an alternative, because BRICS actually is giving an alternative, but the Western media and many West countries may view it as a challenge or as challenging. But I personally, as an African expert, I want to say that it's giving us another choice.
An alternative, yes. Mm-hmm.
An alternative, yeah, exactly, an alternative to to these challenges that we have been facing. So that's actually what's been in the play at the play for now. And you look at Africa. How is African actually situated, and how is Africa's strategic importance when it comes to geopolitics? How is Africa strategically of interest to the major global powers? Because you look at the United States, China, and Russia, they're the major global powers that are playing these geopolitics.
Yeah.
And we are looking at an issue like security, which has been advanced here in Africa. An issue like, and on this issue, the United States is the major player when it comes to issue of security advancement and security development in Africa.
Yes.
It is the major country that have been getting to agreement and to union and organization with African militaries, and they're forming the AFRICOM, the US Africa military organization.
Yeah.
And they're the people who have actually been trying to come to cover up the African security challenges, and trying to work with African militaries to outdo extremism or extremism here in Africa. But today it's also challenged by Russia through the private mercenaries,
Wagner.
Challenged by China, because today China has naval bases here in Africa. You look at it has a naval base in Djibouti, and also it has now a global initiative, security initiative, GSI, that is trying to actually to play a security significance in the globe. So in the near future, we're expecting China to be engaging into military advancement, and of course military agreements with other nations. If you look at China, it hasn't been into these world wars or trying to fight wars that are not within the territories.
Yeah.
So they haven't sent their militaries outside. Of course, the US tried to to say that you say China is weak and they should only make money. They should not try to yeah, they should only make money. They should not try to compete with us when it comes to issue of military. And I tend to agree with them, because China is more of commerce. They want to actually do issue of
from their history. That's what they have done in the past.
That's what they are. They are interested with doing business, and they doesn't even interfere with the security and governance of any country. So they come here, they want business, they want commerce, and then they walk away. So, President,
we should not forget that even the Europeans, right, when they started their exploration, it's for business, right?
It's for business.
And they use private business entities and their military, and then they colonize countries. That's how it started.
actually,